A new shop called the Fancy Shop is coming to Clash of Clans, and in it you can get things like this brand new builder skin that we see right here. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down the details of the Fancy Shop, telling you how to get the brand new cosmetic rewards, and then finally telling you guys how long it'll take to practically get these rewards. We're also going to analyze the Revenge Tower and some of those hidden stats that it has, touch on some of the other stuff like crafted defenses and ranked leagues, and I'm gonna go ahead and reveal more details about this live stream on Monday that I will be a part of on the Clash of Clans official channel. This is going to be really big, so you don't want to miss that either. So we have a lot to get through, but first I want to share something with you guys. The other day I came home and I got this package, and I thought it was just a normal package at first, but then this is what I saw on the back. Meteor Golems. So I'm gonna open this package right now and we'll see what's inside. Guys, check it out. It is a Town Hall 18 puzzle. I did not know that this was gonna be there, but this is really cool. It's 200 pieces, so I'll definitely do this with my nieces and nephews later. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a glass meteor golem. It's a pretty cool thing. And last but not least, a hoodie. So I'm gonna go ahead and change into this hoodie. It's got the Guardians on it, and I'll be right back.
2,000 years later.
Alright, shout out Supercell, and we are back to the video. To start off, let's talk a little bit about the Fancy Shop itself. This is a place where you can exchange temporary upgrade rewards for permanent cosmetic features. You can use your Sparky Stones to get one of the 3 rewards that are available in the shop, and you get Sparky Stones one of 2 ways. Doing supercharges will get you 10 Sparky Stones each, while doing crafted defense levels will get you 8 Sparky Stones each. Obviously, both of these are only available at the highest Town Hall level currently, so if you're not there, then you cannot make any progress towards these cosmetic rewards. However, as far as I know, I don't think there's a plan to like sell Sparky Stones in the shop or anything, so this is a feature that is available at the same level to everybody, and I think that's how it should be. You can basically select the decoration that you have, and for 100 Sparky Stones you can add an effect to it. This effect is the same as the spark effect that goes throughout the base with the supercharges. Cosmetically, at first I thought this wasn't that great of an effect, but now that I think about it, if you bought a super decoration or anything and you really want it to be animated, this could be a really awesome way to do so. The second thing that you can buy from the Fancy Shop is the custom decoration that you can only buy in the Fancy Shop. This decoration is kind of like a podium with a crafted sign on it, and it has a little bit of a shine once in a while. Not the craziest decoration in my opinion, but it does have prestige because you can only get it right here. Now obviously the third reward is the one that everybody's going to be interested in, and that is the builder skin. When you buy this builder skin, it'll apply to every builder in the base. You can see the skin when the builders are building and, you know, doing whatever they need to do, but my favorite thing about this skin is the fact that you can see it on defense as well when the builders are repairing buildings, and they have a special effect that looks like a little meteor smash when they're hitting their hammers. Okay, great BD, you've convinced us the rewards are great, but how long will it take to actually achieve these rewards? Let's look at the crafted defense first because it's really easy to calculate. Oddly enough, when you first start the crafted defense season, they are already 3 levels in. This leaves us for 27 different levels for each crafted defense, which gives us an opportunity for 81 crafted upgrades in a season. 81 times the 8 Sparky Stones that we get is easily 648 Sparky Stones for the crafted defenses. Note that the season is 4 months long, so you'll be able to get 648 Sparky Stones every 4 months. Now let's go ahead and take a look at those supercharge levels. I took the liberty of charting out all of these supercharged upgrades, as well as accounting for how many levels we get for supercharge and how many buildings that were available. In total, there are 81 supercharge upgrades that are available. However, I have to say that half of these are literally collector upgrades, and in a way that's a good thing that we're getting collector levels so we can do more supercharges now. Putting all of these together, you guys guys can see that the maximum amount of Sparky Stones you guys can get in this first season is 1,458. But don't worry, there is still one source of Sparky Stones that we still need to talk about, and that is the instant conversion of Sparky Stones that you will get upon release of this feature. So if you have Sparky Stones or even max crafted defenses at this point, don't worry, you are going to get rewards for them. In fact, if you supercharged buildings for Town Hall 16, even before Town Hall 17, you'll even get rewards for those. And if you want to know the exact amount that you're going to get, you can simply just check the achievement in the game and then multiply based on how many of those upgrades that you did. So there are some players who will potentially be very close to that builder skin sometime this season. For those who aren't close, or maybe you didn't do any of your supercharges like this guy right here, don't worry, because you can still get 1,458 Sparky Stones this season. And then next season, we can assume at least more levels for a new crafted defense, which will give us 648 more Sparky Stones. That being said, it'll still take some time to get up to that 3,200 for the builder skin, and yeah, it's hard to predict supercharges right now, but let's just assume that you're gonna get 648 every season. If we do this, as you guys can see from the chart right here, in the 4th season, you would finally have enough for that builder skin. And that should take you about a year and maybe 2 or 3 months if we get no more supercharges. But we probably will get supercharges, so the time will probably be something around 1 year if you're starting from 0. Now, despite the fact that we do get cool rewards for supercharges now, I do have to urge you to always do your permanent upgrades first, because those are going to last forever, while the supercharges are simply not. Overall, I think this is a great addition to the game, and I think it's only going to get better because this is the first version of it. Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about the Revenge Tower a little bit, because I think a little bit of math is warranted here. First off, design-wise, it's absolutely crazy. Second, it's just an absolute bruiser. I mean, this thing has roasted me in playtesting more than once. But the thing about the Revenge Tower is that the stats aren't 100% clear, so I'm gonna clear that up for you. We know that the Revenge Tower levels up as you destroy buildings, particularly 5 buildings, 20 buildings, and 40 buildings. But we don't have an idea of how much damage it's doing per shot or anything like that, and we also don't know whether or not the damage is the same between the initial target and the bounced targets. I used an isolated test of Lava Hounds onto the Revenge Tower and an air defense that was frozen to first test its damage per second. It took the Lava Hounds out in about 10 seconds, and they have 8,500 hit points, so the DPS actually checks out. In those 10 seconds, the Revenge Tower fired about 34 times, so it's actually firing maybe 3.5 times a second, which is crazy. And if that's the case, then each one of these shots is doing about 250 damage. What you'll notice in this playtest is that by the time the first Lava Hound pops, the second one clearly has some health left, so it's taking less damage. I actually pulled out a ruler in Photoshop and I used it so that you guys can learn that the second target takes 60% of the max damage. I also did a test with dragons, and what you can see is that the third target takes even less than the 60% damage, although this was really hard for me to measure. So yes, it bounces targets, it does 833 DPS, it does 250 damage per shot, and there is a decay on the bounce. Also, the bounce radius is not the entire radius of the Revenge Tower. One of these dragons split off and the bounce did not go to it. Regardless, the 833 DPS is actually inaccurate. It's a lot lower than the reality because you also get damage from the bounces. So some really interesting mechanics for the Revenge Tower, and I hope you guys like this detailed breakdown. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because the crafted defenses aren't even available when Town Hall 18 drops, and the fact that they're pretty dense this time and there's a lot to talk about, I'm not gonna be talking about them extensively like I just did with the Revenge Tower. What I would recommend is dropping the building and using the Hero Bell though, and putting it somewhere in the center of your base, because even at its base stats, that helps out the defensive effort quite a bit. But look, if you guys want an in-depth breakdown of the crafted defenses when they do come out, do let me know and I can make that for you. Next up, there have been some changes to ranked leagues, and it's going to make it easier to promote across a number of leagues. League 7 as well as League 16 all the way to League 31 will have a 5% greater chance of promoting. The exception to this is League 28, which will have a 10% greater chance of promoting. Also, between Leagues 28 and 31, you will have a 5% additional chance of demoting. And finally, Leagues 22 and 23 will have 2 less attacks each week, while League 25 will have 4 less attacks each week. I think the league changes are good because it makes that scale more gradual as you continue on in your journey. I like how they didn't change the highest Electro leagues or Legend leagues because it is supposed to be difficult and it's supposed to be competitive at those leagues. To cap it all off, you guys know that we're getting a brand new spell, which is the Totem Spell, but I don't think I can add anything of value analyzing it. The most valuable thing I can tell you to do is to use it in your army. I personally have used it quite a bit in this warm-up period, and I think it is really good. However, as promised, there's more details about this Town Hall 18 livestream. Now, yesterday, I told you guys that there would be a livestream on the official Clash of Clans channel. Today, I'm sharing with you that I'm going to be part of this livestream and I'm going to be in a war with other creators in a 10v10 war. This image right here is going to summarize the war, and it's the most innovative war that we've seen to date. Going to be one creator who's going to draft a team, and then you guys as a community will also be drafting a team. Viewers will also be able to select what attack strategies their team uses, as well as additional challenges. I think this is going to be one of the best live streams for clan wars like ever. So I'm really excited about this, and I really hope that all of you can stop by to watch me and the others. And if you don't want to do it for us, you guys can actually get some prizes from the stream as well. So whether you're going to be stopping by on my stream, I'll be streaming my perspective as well, or any of the other creators, make sure to stop by for tomorrow's stream. Again, the time of the stream is right here, and I hope to see all of you there. And with that, we have covered all of the sneak peeks for this update. Keep an eye on the channel tomorrow because I will be doing my best to drop a Town Hall 18 upgrade guide as well as deals analysis for any offers that we have. And if you missed my analysis of the huge time reductions that we got at Town Hall 17, I would highly recommend checking it out right here, where you can get a full breakdown as well as know what to do with your magic items.